Hey everybody, welcome to Lisa's Art Room. Tonight we're going to be working some more on my cute country junk journal. Y'all come in and say hi, let me know you're here. We are currently live on Facebook if you see the little red button at the top left. If not, you're catching a replay either here or on YouTube. I'm going to get you guys pulled up so I can see chat and get a sound check. Let's see if the volume's okay. All right, I think it is. All right, so today we are going to be doing, I think, some belly bands, maybe some pockets. I was trying to figure out what else I could do with this set of paper I have from the Down on the Farm one mostly. Down to just a few tags and a lot of die cuts. So I got to figure out some stuff. But I was looking at these and thinking they would make some decent belly bands. So I think I'll do that with some of these. Most of them are horizontal, but I think I can work with it. And then I had just these little tiny ones. And I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I'm going to try to make something for them. A lot of them are just like kind of like journaling space type things. Like, you know, places to do and memories. Although you would have to write really small because these are tiny. I really wish I could have got the larger pad, but it was gone. So I got the little one. We'll work with it. Hey, Lori. So let me go ahead and get this camera pulled up and we will get started. All right, 1 second. Focus. All right, I think that's good. So I didn't have any yellow paper. I was trying to figure out what I could use to color things yellow. I finally decided just to use some watercolor. So I had like these papers that I get from Dollar Tree. It's called Count Your Chickens. It's just got a whole bunch of different types of chickens in there. So I'm going to use it somewhere. I thought I might stick it in a belly band or something. So that was kind of what made me think go that way with it. So I just got to see what kind of pages I have that might work for belly bands. And I still have doilies that I was thinking about doing something with. Just not sure if I want to do a normal doily pocket. I usually do the kind of coffee filter doily pocket thing. Not sure if that's what I want to do. Let's see, for a belly band, I like a page that's, you know, heavier and not too busy. These two aren't bad. On the back side, probably the same too. Yeah, so we got blue. Is there any yellow in that one? There's a little bit of yellow in that side. Try and find something I could use with the yellow, maybe. Let me just throw a paper clip there. Possibly here. Let's see what I have that matches. This one, I got the cow things. That'd be great for like a black and white. I don't know if I have anything black and white, but it'd be really cute. I wonder if I could use a doily on that somehow. Do something with the doily. That might be cute. Do a small pocket. I'll have to see what I have that's got these colors. And then I still have some of these stickers left. Wouldn't mind putting somewhere. They're see-through, which is something I didn't even realize when I got them, but they are. Let's see, anything with yellow in here? There's a yellow. Green. It's a little bulky. Just thinking if I had something with a little bit of yellow in it, I could use that word search. Possibly. Not sure how I'm going to do it. I'll back it onto something. Usually I put a little plastic over it or acetate so that it can be done over and over. Not that that's a big deal, but maybe. Oh, this, I'm not crazy about that paper. Might just go with this. Maybe do this here. Alright, so I think I'll do this here somehow. So let's just put that, although there is chicken wire on that one, but no yellow. I probably have some of this, a small piece of it. Maybe I could use it for the belly band or something. Chances are I have a small piece of it. So maybe there. Do any of these look good with this page? I got these little sheep heads. That could work. Yeah, maybe that. Seems how it's the right color anyway. I don't know what I'll put in it. Figure out something. Like I said, I really should have bought a digital. Just because I can't do larger sizes of tags and things. I can do like kind of plain ones. I don't know. Let's see. Anything in here that matches these colors? So I already cut out one set of these because they give you two. I'm not sure how I feel about that when it has tags like that, having two, because usually you don't need to, you know? Or some more plain paper. So that's, I have more of that. I really didn't want to use more of that. Bees. Not that. Could possibly use that to make a tag or something. It'd be a tall tag, but that's okay. Maybe. I'll think about that. There's the chicken wire. I told you I probably had some. Keep that handy for that other one. Maybe I'll use that to make a tag. I'll cover that side because I don't want the chickens on there. And there's some more of the cow stuff. We'll put that there. Just gonna get a few things that are in the right colors, and then I'll figure out what I'm doing. Oh, I had two of these. Might as well use this one. Right. I didn't know I had two of those. Well, I guess I did, but I forgot. I did want to do something with these. These hearts are adorable too. That could be a fun belly band or something. Maybe with a red page, maybe. Maybe a red page. Let's see what I have for that. Still got these seed packs. And I have some individual seed packs too. And I had the clothesline that I kind of wanted to use somewhere. Actually, I don't know what I'd put behind it. That's kind of tricky. I don't want to get too many because I'll have too many to do. What would be good behind a clothesline? Let's see if I had a cup. One. I think I only had one person left. Pretty sure I only had one. Nothing with the stickers. I don't think there's anything with the stickers that would work. No, not really. Okay. Nothing there. And then I have a clothesline too. Forgot about that. I do have this clothesline too. What could I do with that? It'd be cute for like a little scene. I'll have to think about that. Maybe I'll use that a different day. But I think I will use it somehow. I know there's like a house in here somewhere. Let's see if I could do like a little scene with the clothesline. I don't know if everything will work people-wise. Size-wise, proportion-wise, all that stuff that comes into play. Alright, so I'm going to do that. Yeah, this is the only person I had left, is this little girl. Try to use some of these too. Maybe I can use them in my tags. That might work. Alright, so let's see. We'll cut out this. I'm going to save this. I don't know if we'll get to it. I'm going to start with two. I'll start with the black and white and the green and see how it goes. So let's cut this out. I think I want to try to figure out a way to use that doily. That could be cute. With the black and white. I also had like a tea kind of thing in the, what's it called? The Farmhouse Living set. I had this little teapot, which I thought might be fun with a doily pocket. So I might do maybe I'll do one of the normal type doily pockets with the coffee filter in the doily. Alright, let's see. Alright, cut out stuff. So for a belly band, you don't need it to be super wide. 5.5 maybe, guessing. Yeah, about 5.5 it looks like. And we'll say maybe 5 1/8. So I don't want to go all the way to the edge. I don't think. Maybe a little over 5 1/8. Something like that. So let's cut this. So cut it this way first. Get these seed packs off. tricky to line up. So the brown is where I want it to be, right there. I think. Look straight. Hopefully it's straight. Not too bad. Okay. Alright, so this, where was the other one? What did I say? The cows? Something with this? I don't remember. Maybe it was just the plaid? I wonder if I have a cow. I have the plaid. I have the one with the red. So I don't want to use this and this. And then what page was it? It's not in this one, right? Is it? No, this is the green one. Where's the other one? I lost it. Alright, where'd you put it? There it is. Oh, okay. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Alright. It's yellow, though. That doesn't work. So I need one with yellow. Okay. This has chickens. Let's use this. There's no black in it, but I bet I can make it work. Maybe I'll use that. Maybe use this for a different page, for a black and white page. Either that one or possibly the plaid. Cut both those out and see what I can do. So I have to figure out something for this word search. So I still need like a paper. Yeah, I don't think it was, maybe it was that for the tag. But I don't really need a tag for that. I do not know. Alright, let me get this little bottom thing off. I don't think I have the other piece of the other half of one I did. Do I? Let me look. No. I think I used it all. Not sure for what. I think I did. I think I did. Alright, so we'll do the cows. I don't know if I'm going to use those today, but we might. So cows, and then I want, maybe this black could go the other direction too. I like the red, but I think I'm going to try to keep it all black and white if I can. I probably can't, honestly. We'll see if I can get it lined up. Alright, so there's that. So I wanted to use these chicks for the yellow and black. Yeah. Their eyes are black. I guess it does have a little bit of black in it. A tiny bit. Get the line on there. It's never as simple as just putting it against the edge. It never wants to line up. Definitely not lining up there. All right, scooch. Okay, that'll be cute. this. I think that's all of the belly band type things. And then I gotta figure out how I'm gonna back that word search. So, I guess I could do that one first. Have I used that page yet? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think I want it there. Let's see. So for this one, just put these over here. The yellow's a little different, but not too bad. Not that. Not that. I don't know if I like those together. They're from the same set. My coloring of the paper isn't awesome, but I think it'll be fine. It should be fine. I'm just debating if I want this color. This is not bad. I think once I back this with something, I might have to have it longer. Either that or trim it a little bit closer, because I got to back it and it's really wide. It's wider than I thought it was. Let's see. I go all the way. Do I have room? Yeah, I'm going to trim it just a little closer. I was going to do that rough edge, but I think I'm just going to make a straight edge. Either that or well, I don't know if my chopper will work on that. I don't think it will. My decal one, I don't know if it will. It might cut it. It might not cut it. I have a feeling it won't. What to do? It's never going to cut on that. I know it won't. Will it cut on the decal? Probably not. We'll see. Let's see. I'll do it on. See, the problem is I don't have much room. And decals do not like it when there's not much room. Okay, do that. That is a huge deal, but so I don't mind if it's a little rough on the edge. I just need it a little bit smaller. I got this word search thing at Dollar Tree. If I can get these straight. Kind of straight. One more. That one's going to be tricky. It's close. Very close. Okay. That'll work. Let's do this one. And I think I'll just back it on. Black would be ideal, I guess, but it does already have a black background. I gotta figure out if I have a piece of acetate to put over it. Maybe. Maybe that wasn't gonna. Maybe I do, I don't know. I probably do. I got a whole bag of it. Alright, last one. Okay. That. Gotta clean up my mess. So I need to back it on something that matches this okay. And then decide if I want to use this for a belly band. I like that it's chickens. I just don't, something about the green. I'm half tempted just to use the, I wish that was bigger. Back it on there, but it's not big enough. I don't have another piece that's big enough. What if I put this in the middle? Would that offset it enough? Or would it just look weird? It does help a little. Possibly. What other colors do you got, girl? Got lots of colors floating around here. Let's see. Something chicken related. Sorry, I need more space. Might just use a solid cardstock. Is that too bright? It's kind of bright. I'm just trying to find a way to make this green work better. I'm not crazy about it. Is it throwing you off too? Does it look weird? For some reason, I feel like it looks weird. Now, this isn't really got a specific like line that I could follow for making a belly band. If I offset it with the white, I like the yellows. This is too bright. I may have other yellows, I don't know. That's too bright though. What about this yellow? This is the same as this. If I use that, does that help? That would be behind, that would be back there. Maybe. So I'm going to either this or the chicken wire. And then I got to figure out how I want to back this. I can back this with yellow. Which would match the other page. Excuse me. Or I could back it with just, if I use this, I could back it with red because this isn't big enough, but let's see what that would look like. I don't really like the red. Maybe not. Where's the black? Grab a sheet of black. I know I'm being indecisive. Alright, so I'm leaning toward black. So if I do black, and then I do this with either this, that would make that look like that, which isn't really contrasty enough. It's kind of Okay, it just fall on the floor. All my little pieces just fell. So let's go back to the chicken wire. What about that? Maybe the chicken wire. It's not ideal, I guess, but it's closer than the other, I think. Okay, so I think I'm leaning toward that. So I don't think I have any other yellows or anything that would work. Pretty sure that's bee stuff. Yeah, that's honeycombs. Greens, yeah, no. Nothing really in there. Alright, the chicken wire the best too? Okay. Alright, if you like it better too, and I like it better too, then it's probably a good decision. Alright, so let's go with the chicken wire. And then we'll go back this with the black. I know it's kind of going to match this background, but that's okay, I guess. It's either that or I switch pages. No, I don't think I want to switch to that page. And I definitely don't want that page, so yeah, I think it's the best page. Alright, so how wide do I need this? Probably about, a little bit wider so that the chicken wire shows up decent. So let's go about here. And then lengthwise, I'm going to go pretty much to the edge, since it is going to be bigger than I thought. So here, and about there. Alright, let's try that. Let's see if it works. Do I want to decal it? I could possibly decal it. Yeah, I don't know if it'll, I'm debating if it'll snag. I don't think it'll snag. The decaling's not terrible about snagging. Alright, which was the right length? Now I forgot. Hold on. Is it this side? Yeah, okay. So, I'm going to cut a little bit bigger. You know, I'm not going to decal the edge. So we'll keep the edge straight. But I think I'll decal the top and bottom. So I'll take just a little bit off. And then we'll go a little bit bigger than my mark. And for the other one, I don't need to decal it. So, this piece, which needs erased. Okay, and then I need a straight piece. I have no idea which one's which now. Let me look at it again. Where's it at? Is it this one? Did I cut the wrong one? Or are they the same? They're the same. All right, you go away because you're going to confuse me. You go away. There. All right, I need to back. First, I'm gonna make the pocket first, because if I don't, I won't know if it'll fit. So let's make the pocket first. So I can find my glue. Is it clean? Nope. Let's see if I can get it to flow. You would think if the needle came out that it should be clear, but it's not always. I should hold that with the tweezers. Don't wiggle in too much. Let's see if we can get it on there straight. Does it have a actual dimension? About there. It's close. Okay. I think that'll make a cute belly band. Where we'll just put it somewhere near the middle. Try to get as close to the edge as I can. Pushing out so that my glue doesn't ooze toward the inside too much. Okay, so let's see, how much room are we going to have? Need to see. Looks like if I do it about here, will that fit? Really close, but it will fit, I think. I'll make sure both of them fit. Yeah, that's the bigger of the two. All right, so we'll cut that twice. I'm not going to deckle this because I don't want it to snag for sure. So here. I could put it on the other side. I don't really need two. That's a question. Should I put it on each side like this? Or should I have two so that you can see the words as you're looking? What do y'all think? Let me go ahead and cut the length on this one. Y'all tell me what you think. If you were doing a word search, would you rather have the two pieces separate? Or would you rather have it just be one piece and just flip it whenever you need to figure out a word? What do you think? So one piece, obviously, it would be a little bit quicker because I can just put acetate on the whole thing and wrap it. If it's, you know, doing two, it will take a little longer. Although, yeah, I think I'd want acetate on both. I don't have to do the acetate, but I like it. I don't know. I like being able to. I think either way it wouldn't bother you to flip it over. Well, then I'll just do one because that'll make it a little quicker. We'll do one. And then let me find a piece of acetate that fits. That'll be a challenge. I'm going to go ahead and glue these on first. If I have to trim it, I can only trim the black anyway, so. How do I want to glue these on? I think I'm going to use a glue stick and just a little on the edge. Make sure I'm on the right side. Glue stick, where are you hiding? There you are. This is watercolor, so it's, I don't know if it'll bleed, but it's definitely not, you know, water safe. I'll just put a little on the edge. It's going to be sealed up anyway. I still don't want it coming loose. I'm going to turn it sideways, it might be easier. Fingers. Okay, one side. Oops. I'll try to make sure I get it the right direction too. I was surprised I had one with chickens on it. You never know what you're going to get in those little multi-packs. Right that way. So this way. A little bit crooked there. I don't know how that happened. It's probably my cutting. Well, no fixing it. It is what it is. I don't even think I could trim it off any. That's weird. Doesn't seem like there's that much room, but I guess there is. Anyway, it's fine. We're just going to leave it. Acetate. Okay. Do we have one that will actually fit it? Good question. Sorry about the crinkly. Let's see. It's got like a... Some of these have holes, some don't. Long on one side than on the other. That might work. There's a hole in the middle. I don't like the texture. more acetate than I know what to do with. I save all of my packaging, so this piece, no, this way. I'd love one that actually absolutely fit perfect. That would be awesome. Then I wouldn't have to tape too much. Let's go this one. That's close. I'll go not that way, I don't think. No. Alright, we'll take this one, I think. I think it's going to be the... Yeah, I don't think I have anything wider. No, that's the widest one. Okay. Get all that out of the way. So, what I'm going to do is I'll cut on this sealed part. So I can use this sealed edge and that sealed edge. At least I'll have two sealed edges. I'd love to be able to do it this way, but I don't think I can. Not unless I trim off the edges, and I don't want to do that. There's just not enough room, so we'll do this. So here and here. And then we're going to cut this side marker. So how do I want to seal it? Do I fold it over a little? Do I want to just put some tape, double stick tape? I could fit double stick tape. Where's my pocket? In my pocket. It's in this one, right? Yeah. Let's see how wide we are. I gotta see how much room I have first. I know I have a little bit of room, but I don't know exactly how much room. So I've got almost 1/8 of an inch on each side. Okay. Let's see if we can do this. I'm not going to do 1/8 of an inch, but I need room for the seal on this side. I think I'm going to try to put a little thin piece of double stick tape there. Approximately and approximately. Can't do that. I'll do it on the grid. Okay. I think that'll work. How am I going to cut this? Probably the rotary is the safest bet. Alright, so we'll do this side first, I think. Try to get it straight. If I need to take these marks off, I can do that with alcohol. Alright. It's going to be slippery, so I don't want to move. I'll try to do it carefully. Very slow and steady. Hopefully I've left enough room. If not, I'll have to trim it. I'm going really slow because I don't want it to slip and cut me. Right there. This one I'm going to cut kind of in the middle of this little zigzaggy stuff. Whatever it is. It's a heat seal of some sort. Okay. All right. let's see how that works. I have some thin double stick tape floating in here. So this is going to go in like that. And then we're going to seal this edge with the double stick tape somehow. Do that. I think I can put it in there. I'll have to do them both at the same time. I don't think I want to try to use glue because I think glue is going to present problems. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. Put this just out of my way. This, you know, there's not a real system to it, but we're going to try. We're going to try. See if we can do this. Alright, so this piece, I should probably cut it first. It doesn't have to go exactly the whole length, but we'll get close. Let's see. Let's see if we can get it on there without making a mess. Try to get it mostly on just the plastic. That's the ideal anyway. It's close. Okay. And then this side. Approximately there. If I need another little piece, I can just add it. Mostly on just the plastic if I can. It's hard to see it, honestly. It's very hard to see the line, the plastic line. But I think I'm inside it. Okay. Now, trim it and drop the plastic and hope that it goes where it's supposed to. Isn't that the trick? That's why I clipped it, because I don't want it to fall before I'm ready for it to fall. Okay. So we're just going to slowly work it down. Okay. I think I got it. Good enough. Let's see if it fits. Close. Of course, it's snagging on something. All right, I'm gonna have to trim it just a tiny, tiny bit. It'll go, but it's, you know, it has room. It's not that it doesn't have room. It's that it's just a little snaggy. I'm going to trim off this edge because I have some room where the glue is to trim. So I'm going to trim that edge just a little bit because it'll go in better. So you can see the tape. It's pretty easy to see. I think that's straight. Where do we go? Okay. One more time. Nice and slow and steady. Okay. Should still be sealed. Yep. Alright, now let's see if it fits a little bit better. That's a little easier. All right. Get this up. So, in case you don't know, I'm gonna do this crinkle crazy. When you put stuff in acetate, you can use a Vis type marker, or you can use a normal marker. You just have to clean it with alcohol. Trying to find a piece of something you can see. Here, this will work. All right. So, do I have my Vis handy? Probably not. I think I moved it the other day. All right. So, if you're using just a normal marker, do it somewhere where it's not a big deal. We'll just put a little line right here. Okay, if you're using just a Sharpie, oh, let me zoom. Okay, and you put a little mark on there. You can take an alcohol swab or a cotton ball with alcohol, whatever, and just wipe it off, okay? I'll go ahead and wipe off that ink spots I had on my corners too. I had a couple of them. Oh, that's the only one I see. Okay. So you can wipe it with alcohol, and then if you're using a Vis, which, like I said, I don't think I have one. You know what? They are. They're wipe-off board markers. I don't. It's a brand thing. Vis is a brand, but it's the only name I can ever remember. You can use that, and then just wipe it with a cloth or a paper towel. Okay. I would try not to get it, too wet if you're using an alcohol, because you don't want it to soak into the paper. I'm just going to real quick see if I have that marker. I had it up here the other day. I saw it and I was like, I think I put it up. Maybe it's in here. Is it in here? There it is. All right, this one happens to be an Expo. But same thing. You can write on it with an Expo marker. And then you just use a paper towel or whatever. Okay? So, 2 ways you can do it and make it reusable so you can have fun over and over. Make sense? Alright, so there is our little belly band with a word search. Chickens. But we need some designs. I think we should put something here that goes with chickens, right? And then we'll see if we get to the other one. I'm sure I have a die cut or something I can throw over there. I know I have that one pocket, but I don't know if I want to use that. Where'd it go? That was here somewhere. I have the chicken wire. Still have the chicken wire, or I have that. I need to zoom back out a little. I have that. I don't think I have a tag that's got chickens left. Let me see what I have, and then die cuts. Chicken like. I may have used all my like coops and what have you. Nothing there. I know I have that one sticker, I think. Yeah, I have a sticker like we used on the cover, but I think that's the only. And I have the little chicks. There's a couple little chicks on there. Maybe I could use that. Don't think there's anything here. Yeah, I've used all the. I have one chicken coop. Just one. I don't know what I'd put in it. left. There might be. It's like dust everywhere. It's a little tall, but I could shorten it. No. Yeah, I don't think I have any left. No tags left. Make a tag. That's about it. Alright, so no tags left. Any other papers? Alright, so what do you think? Should I do... Oh, I don't know what I went in here, I think. If I do this, I need to just shorten it. I'll back to here. Put that there. I mean, is it perfect? Nah, but it's okay. This is a cute one. I don't do cute ones as often. I think they throw me off. I don't know. Not typically a cutesy type person. I'm just not. So there, and then think about, I want it big enough so that this fits. Maybe about here. Keep it all chicken themed on this page. We'll stay here. I don't think I zoomed. I need to zoom back out. Okay. And then we might as well do black. Should I do black? I don't think I had enough chicken wire left. I don't think I do. Let me see. What color? What was on the other side? This. Yeah, I don't think I had enough of that left. I'm going to peek real quick, but I don't think I do. Okay, I don't think so. So, I've got yellow. It's probably too bright. Let's see. It's a little on the bright side. Let's see what the black looks like. Go with this. Probably just black. I'll try to make it big enough where we don't lose all the animals. So I think I'll go about that big. Yeah, we should be able to keep his little head if I got that big. So about 1/2 inch on each side. It's about there and about there. I don't think that's too wide now. It shouldn't be too wide. Try to get it on here straight if I can. Let me zoom back out just a little so I don't lose y'all. Try to get this to the edge because if I don't, it'll snag. Mostly just the bottom. Okay. Now let's see. There's no way I'm getting this on here perfectly straight. We'll try to get close. round it? Sure. We'll round it and we'll put a little, I think I can put a notch. Should I put the little, I don't know if I have any tinier chicks. Some grass would be fun, but I don't think I have anything like that. What if I just made some? There's really no greens though. I will do, try and see if I have any little chickens. Where's my, I had a container with all the small pieces. Let me grab it. I don't think there are any left. There's some flowers. They're probably not the right size. Honestly, it probably wouldn't show up very well. Yeah, they'll be too busy, I think. Chickens will probably be too busy too. Oh, there's some little chicks. I do have a couple. Is it worth doing it? It's kind of busy. Should I turn it over? Should I have the chicken wire instead? If I do the chicken wire, they'll show up better. It's not as colorful, but the die cuts will show up better. There's another one. This one's bigger. Chicken wire. I think it's a lot less just crazy, so let's do that. Let's do that. Anything else? No. Okay. Oh, maybe I should do one of the big ones. And one little chick and one big one. That little chick. Yeah, we'll stick with the white. The brown doesn't really match. Let's do that. Alright. And then see if we can get those on there. I don't know if I want to notch it or not. I haven't decided. But let's just put these on here. I think I want this kind of a little off center in this here. The bigger chickens over there. This took longer than I thought because I ended up doing so much detail on it. Put you about there. You're talking to Mama. House. To notch or not to notch? I think I'll notch it. So that's going to go about there. We're still going to lose the cow's head just a little bit. Well, by the time I put the glue, we won't. Yeah, but I'll notch it. Just a little bit of a notch. All right. Glue this down. Remember to hold it where you don't want your glue. It's upside down because this side didn't matter. That's fine. Straight. All right, I think I'll round these because I don't know, I just like them rounded. Just this outside. So you can journal on this with a jello pen. My little jelly pens there. You can kind of see them. It almost fits perfectly in the notch. Okay, and that is our wipe off. It needs something there, like a saying or something maybe. We'll see what we have word-wise. What do we have? We have love you to the barn and back, maybe. Where are my other words hiding? What do we got in here? Hello, sunshine. Thinking of you. How's it growing? Sorry, it's past your birthday. That's funny. Couple doo-doos, awfully small. Beautiful day on the farm. Flowers. It's not a perfect one. We could do a beautiful day on the farm. It would help that green, maybe. It's a possibility. Maybe I'll do that. I had more words somewhere. I know I did. I think they're in one of the sheets. Let's see if I can find them. But maybe it's a beautiful day on the farm works. What do y'all think? Your thoughts? I have no idea where all my words are. Oh, we have home sweet home. I don't have a lot of words. Oh, here's one that has on the farm. Country life, growing and crowing, rise and shine, howdy. But they're all kind of, they're basically short. There's growing and crowing. The color is not perfect. What do y'all think? Should I do growing and crowing, or should I do it's a beautiful day on the farm? Thoughts? Thoughts? I'm going to cut this out while y'all are thinking about it. If I can cut it out straight. Maybe. Maybe I can. Any thoughts? Yes, no, maybe. So if I do, I'll show you what it's going to look like. They're like all right together. We'll see how it looks. And I could back it. Size isn't bad. I could back it so it fits a little better. It does fit the theme, right? All right, let's see. If we back it with maybe the, I guess black. trying to see what I have. I don't think I had that polka dot somewhere. I know I did. I remember seeing it. I just don't know if it's been used. Sometimes they've already been used. That way I don't have to do just plain. Maybe. Maybe not. I'm looking. Polka dots. Mini polka dots. Either that or just black. I could do just black. I have the black ready if that's what we're going to do. If I don't have those polka dots, which I might not. I have yellow flowers. What does that look like? Nah, it's too busy. It was a thought. It was a thought. Green. Nope. Nope, doesn't work. Okay, I don't have it. I'll have to go with the black. That's fine. It's fine. I'll just make it a little bit bigger. Just a bit bigger. Oops, wrong one. I could deco it. It'll show up prettier. Maybe. Why not? This all make it done probably. I don't know. That's fine. We don't have to go an hour. I still haven't eaten dinner. I gotta do the top edge first. Which means I gotta go a little bit below that. Mark. Of course, I could just turn it over. Don't really have to erase it. Alright, hold on. Try and find a spot to put everything. Sometimes I like winging it. Sometimes it makes me nervous when I wing these things like this. And I don't really have a plan. But sometimes they turn out good. And it's always like, it always kind of surprises me. Now we are totally chicken themed. For sure. Let's see if I can get on here straight. Kind of sort of straight. There we go. Alright, y'all like it? You know, wipe off thingy with the belly band. It's a little kind of fussy, but not too bad. And then a little tag for journaling. And we are totally chicken themed. Okie doke. Good. The other green might look better. Yeah, I didn't have it. It'll be alright, I think. Okay. So that is it. What time is it? 10:20. Do I have time to do any more? Do I have enough to do? I could probably do this cheap one fairly easy. Maybe. Let's see. We'll try. We'll try to get the cheap one in there. done. Not sure how I'm going to do it, but there was something of a plan. Okay, I can at least get this belly band on here. It doesn't need backed because it already has a border, which should work fine. I'm not sure how to do this exactly. Not sure. But we're going to do a belly band. A little close. Hopefully it's not an issue. Let me make sure it still folds fine. Yeah, okay. Alright, so that. And I was thinking I could make a tag out of one of these. And toward maybe this. Make some sort of a tag. I'll cover the other side with probably black to match that black and white. I just don't know what I'm going to put on the tag. That is the question. Grab another piece of black paper. Alright, so we're going to back it so it can be a journaling tag of some sort. Keep it narrow enough that it doesn't cause issues. Think about there. There and around here. Okay. I might have a sheep card. I don't know. See if we can get this on here straight. How much room is there? Looks like about 1/4 inch, and this way a little bit less. Okay, there's that. It's gonna go like that. This is a German card. What to put on it? Let's see. Not you guys, you're too see-through. Anything in here? do want to use this somewhere. Find a pocket for it. I might do it as a flip out. It's just too wide. It's too wide for the journal. So it has to be sideways or something. I'm not sure. Let's see. Anything with shapes. Tall windmill, maybe. It does have a lot of gray. We'll think about that. I like that it's tall. Silo. Too much? Too much. Donkeys. Horses. Let's see. We'll check the other set. We'll keep that up for now. Where's my other set? What's left in here? Maybe I won't do the windmill. I like the card. The card is perfect. Possibly do the windmill on the other side somewhere. Alright, I do like the card. Maybe. Like a fussy head of it, that would be very time consuming. I could also do this as a side, a little tuck. Wouldn't show very well. Of course, it's going to be right in the middle. Let's see. Just be ooh showing. I don't guess it matters. What do you think? Do I do that? Debating. Look in here. I can't remember. Shapes. Smaller one though. That's the only shape, I think. Maybe. Should I do the card there or not? Doesn't have to stay inside the grain. Something like that. I'm looking. probably have a sun, maybe. With some flower. I don't know that I have a sun. There's more shapes in here though. Smaller ones. I'm trying to get hold of it. There. Smaller shape, bigger shape. Stay. I like the bigger one, I think. Maybe. Do you like the card or do you like the just loose stuff? I could possibly do a pocket for the card over here. Some sort of a pocket. I think I used all my suns. I'm pretty sure I did. No more suns. No, there's a house. The house doesn't really work. And the truck's too big too. Truck's too big even for, I don't think I could even have a sheep in the truck. Could I have a sheep in the truck? It's a big sheep. Sheep in the truck. A sheep in the truck. Or windmill. Decisions. Kind of losing where stuff goes. It goes in here. If I use this, I might cut it. I'm debating if I want to cut it sideways or just across. And just make it short. Or if I want to do it sideways. I'll do it sideways. See if I can kind of, can't really vision it. Kind of vision it, but not really. Any thoughts? Nobody's saying anything. All right. Let me check my iPad, make sure I'm just not seeing. Sometimes I don't see it. No, nothing there. Okay. I kind of like this. I also like the truck. But it doesn't take up much room. That's the only thing. It is kind of cute. Truck or windmill? The windmill fits the length better. It's the only reason I'm leaning toward the windmill. It's because it does fit the length better. I wish I had like a sun though. I just don't see one. I might have to just throw Farm Fresh up there or something because it needs something at the top. Alright, so cut this. I think I'm going to do it diagonal. Once I cut it, that's it. So that's it. There's no going back. We're just going to do it diagonal. Get it on the line. glue this down. All right, no glue here. Just waiting to see if y'all said anything, but everybody's quiet right now. All right, put this down here. I might back this. Could use black again. Black just always works. This one's close to being the right size. You guys will say something, but it'll be, 10 minutes after I've finished. Sometimes that's just my delay. Can't tell if that's straight. I assume it's straight. Is it? It is a little off. Interesting. Well, we'll trim it. It's a little bit off for some reason. I'm not sure why. Okay. Alright, we'll back this. It's best to back them anyway, because they serve as journaling cards better. The person's doing actual journaling. Not everyone uses these for journaling. Some people just like them to have to look at. Alright, so this distance is about 1/8 of an inch, and this distance is maybe 1/4. So, like that. Close? Pretty close. This can go here. Cute. I think we're just going to go with the windmill. I think it fits best. I feel like it does need one more thing on it, so I got to figure that out. That's a trick. I'm not 100% sure. I don't think I had any suns of any kind. Do you think you could fussy cut that out? Huh. Maybe. All my suns have been used. I have a flower somewhere too. Flower that technically could work. Let's see what it looks like. Where my tweezers go. Sunflower. I was thinking of cutting just the inside of this out to use as a sun, a green sun. Yeah, I don't think I have anything that's gonna work. What does this say? Nothing is better than farm fresh air. That works with a windmill, right? I think that will be fine. Okay, let's do that. seeing how it's windmill. We're going to put the windmill on first. Just a little bit elevated. Time is it? Ooh, getting close. Of course, it's the most annoying little thing to glue. Okay. Let's see if we can get this on here in the right spot. Approximately here. Trying to get that line straight. I think that's straight. I'm not pushing it down yet. Maybe just a slightly. I think there. A little shape. Oh, I'm going to hang off just slightly. I think I will put it sideways. Just a little. Maybe this one not sideways and this one sideways. Hold on to my tweezers. I'm just getting glue everywhere. I don't know where it was. Maybe that way. The second one. Debating on the direction. No. I think I want the second one curved. So that one like that. Let's see if we can hold on to it this time. This. Just a little. I think that works. Alrighty. Here we go. Alright, so there's that page. I think that works fine. What do y'all think? Cute. Let's put these back somewhere. I had a bag with words at one point, but I don't know where it went. No, I'll just stick it in here. Won't quite fit, I don't think, but here it goes. On the farm, country life. Those are two things, okay? There. Okie dokie. So, we have this page, which has I love you. Ooh, I love ooh, I love ooh. You. Yeah. Can't pronounce it, but I think it is pronounced you. So there's that. And then we have this with our little word search and journaling card. Okay. Hopefully you guys enjoyed those. Let's see if I can zoom out and get the whole thing on screen. Maybe, maybe not. Kind of, sort of. Try to get most of it on screen. Good. Kind of. there we go. Hopefully you enjoyed this live. I will be back on, what is today? It's Wednesday, right? Gosh, I don't even know. If it's Wednesday, I'll be back on Friday. I'm pretty sure it's Wednesday, but it's hard to say. All right, so I will see you guys then. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I will talk to y'all next time. Okay? Bye-bye. Bye, Lori.